Some things are impossible to know, but it is impossible to know these things.
Hello, good day, and welcome to
Paul Schindler, podcast on things is here for you.
Not surprisingly, I'm your host, Paul Schindler. Thank you for listening.
A little housekeeping. I'm going to put this week's item called Purity Test at the end of the podcast after the walk-off music so you can easily bail out after you've heard everything else. It's definitely NC-17, not suitable for work. Who the hell plays a podcast out loud at work? Viewer discretion is advised. Simple English words are used to describe things that you may have never done. It may describe things you never want to do or have done anywhere near you. Best Cat Column, not written by John Carroll. The San Francisco Chronicle's Mick LaSalle recently wrote, "No, this is not going to be a drippy column about how great my cat was." He was wrong. He claimed the subject of the article was movies about animals fail to capture the human-animal bond. That was a head fake and a fake head line. This is the best ever cat column not written by John Carroll. AI ahead. MIT professor Martin Minsky, one of the fathers of real artificial intelligence, once said it would take 1,000,000 rules to give an AI the common sense of a 5-year-old. Train on that, LLM. Now, more about AI from just 2 years ago. Some bots were scraping my account recently, and one of the articles they latched onto caught my eye. In this fast-paced world of ours, I've been commenting on this AI crap for longer than I realized. Here are my thoughts from March of last year. 16 months, of course, is 16 years in AI years. Tom Wark, author of Tom Wark's Fermentation Substack, says AI engines are, in too many cases, simply hallucinatory lunacy generators. He was helped to this conclusion when Google's AI just made up a Supreme Court decision in lurid detail. The case it cited, New York Wine and Grape Products Association versus Heastie 2019, simply does not exist, and certainly wasn't decided 7-2, or later the AI said 6-3, by the Supreme Court. I found out about this from my friend Clark Smith, a winemaker and musician who reads this blog. Clark's take: I don't share the general excitement about AI. It can certainly improve the writing of people with no writing training or talent. This would not include you or me. For example, it generally knows how to spell. This is offset by its propensity to hallucinate. My nephew Paul is working on a term project. He put all my love song lyrics into an AI engine and asked it to render them in the style of Cole Porter or Stephen Sondheim. Clearly, the AI lost interest after a few lines and only did a few of the 10 songs. Is the AI better than I am? It certainly has less skin in the game. Clark looked at the AI output and wrote, I wouldn't call the AI any sort of improvement. Your lyrics are at least concise and without pointless blather. You speak from the heart. AI can't fake that. As you say, you have skin in the game, and it shows. Clark and I wrote a song together called AI.
Lunacy, gibberish, inanity, certifiable proof of insanity. But it isn't alive, and thus will contrive pure inventions concerning humanity. AI. Its answers pop out willy-nilly in its own universe. For better or worse, it's doubtlessly foolish and silly. It tries to explain, but it just entertains with citations that have no utility. It can't check its facts, for the basis it lacks is intelligent thinking ability. AI. It prints stories lacking reality, like old Randolph Hearst from the last to the worst. It lacks any human humility. Ah!
This week, my walk-off music is another parody, Farmers Market Blues, based on a true story from the farmers market in nearby Moraga, California. Well, it's nearby to me, and after the walk-off music, smut. But first, that's my opinion. I'm Paul Schindler. Thanks for listening.
I woke up this morning, I put on my shoes. I knew I'd be singing the Farmers Market Blues. I got there quite early, just after 9, but there was already a heck of a line. First stop was the meat guy who sells eggs too. He didn't have hot dogs, so what could I do? Chickens were lazy, so the limit was 1. It just drove me crazy, and I'd only begun. Went off to the bread line, stood behind 21, and yet I still managed to score a sweet bun. Then off to the fish booth, just hours passed on, only to find out he just had 1 prawn. Had first world problems, which were really diffuse, and then started singing the Farmers Market Blues.
Purity test. I was given a purity test during my first week at Student House where I lived at MIT. My score was woefully low. By my junior year, it had risen dramatically. I still didn't score 100% to this day, and I'm not sure I want to meet anyone who has. I no longer have a copy of the one I took, but I've discovered there were probably as many tests as there are universities and living groups, starting back in the days of mimeograph machines. The purity test I took was probably like this one, only shorter. It's hard to offer sample questions in a PG-17 rated podcast, and I may have failed, but here are some of the examples. You ever gone through the motions of sex while fully clothed? Had an erection? Clitoral counts. Had a date? Kissed someone other than your mother? Petted below the shoulders? Had anybody's hand under your skirt or down your pants? Had 2 sexual encounters with 2 different people within 12 hours? Had an orgasm? Masturbated? Had sex with more than 1 person in the same night? Had sex more than 3 times in the same night, not necessarily with the same person? Participated in a threesome. All 3 parties must actually be participating, just watching doesn't count. Used a sexual aid or appliance. Remember, this is just a sample.